now streaming. So, I am limited on voice, and my priority is to be present in the work. Unintentional, but I'll go with it. However, I figured it would be a good idea and a good time to stream what I am about to do. I have my AirPods in so I can walk away from my computer. Um, but what I'm about to do is turn on what we call the resonance machine. And what the resonance machine is it's a machine that generates resonance, and that is through a system of augmented communication, communication that is augmented with stories, context, context and stories, and yeah. So let's see if I can do. I know I have a stream safe view version. Stream safe. Great. Okay, so. Yeah, cool. It's good to do. So what we'll be working with on my private screen largely is this, which is, so this is Airtable. This is V1 of the resonance machine is largely built on Airtable. Yeah, so what it enables me to do is I can say, all right, when classifiers contain based in LA and burner, so anyone that I know that is a burner who lives permanently in Los Angeles and record contains my last name, which obviously is only me. But it allows me to, using all of the tags that I have tagged people with over the last, 2 years. This part is synced to my address book. Then manual tags that I've tagged people based on memberships to particular groups, interest in certain projects, tech that they're using that we've built is tagged there. And then also every message that I've sent through this system is also logged, so I don't have any loops. And you get all the, this is basically a summarized view of all of the subscriptions, which I can show you. There you are. These are all the email subscriptions. So every time someone changes a subscription of theirs, meaning like a project that they're interested in or paying attention to or are part of, all of this updates automatically. Every time someone emails me and I email in response, where are we? Last. There we go. This is the last time I've sent an email out to that address. So this system automatically updates every new piece of context and information I have about all people, which in this database presently, it's been growing slowly, but there's about 1,000 in there, and these are 1,000 people that I personally know, and now we're kind of growing it beyond those people. Close my window, a little less light. So now what this is largely for is to orchestrate resonance. So that resonance at present is being directed at a party that we're hosting in Los Angeles on the 18th. All are welcome. In which it is the Future Self Party, which is a party in which all who are present are showing up as a character of themselves 11 years in the future. So I'm going to be sending out some emails with context about that. Still way too hot. And basically selling tickets. And then I'm also going to be sending some emails out to people to give them access to, so our main website is ink.one. And then if anyone puts in their email address here, it redirects to ink.one/immigration. This is an immigration form that we've created. At the end of the immigration form, people are offered access to our Slack, Access is either paid or free, their choice. And then from there, we keep people updated with the projects that we've got going on, the tech that we've been developing that many of them have access to. So the other thing too is Mythos One is the core of all this, which I'll get into that in a little bit. We've got a list of people within that database that have requested access to Mythos One. And it is available to all, but it is obfuscated so that we can kind of keep the group small so that we can grow it in a way that makes sense rather than how people want to use it all at once, because it seems like different people want to use it for different purposes, and we like using it for stories, not for selling, I guess is an easy way of saying that. So anyway, I'm going to be sending out an email to people who are interested in using Mythos and basically granting them access. Yay, I didn't burn my tongue on air. Cool. And so my goal today in my bullet journal, which is sitting in front of me, is to send 400 emails regarding Future Self Party and One Inc. I've also got a Reddit ad that I'm going to be putting up later, which this one is not going to appear in my catalog because I don't have the same visual assets for it, but it's going to appear here, which is a collection of all of my Reddit ads also mapped out through Mythos. Due to the lack of voice and the intention to focus, I can see that one human is viewing right now. I am largely recording for the record. If you have a question, I will keep the chat open. I am listening to music, and I will probably be doing primarily private screen broadcast stuff. I'll kind of narrate just because my process is thinking aloud. So I will narrate for anyone who is watching, but I'm going to keep a loose eye on my stream information. I'm just moving it so that I can see it. Great. Cool. Yeah, all right. So as a wise man once said, I also monitor all of my traffic into Mythos at all times so that I can see who is going where. And as people are reading based on their location and what they're reading, I can usually get a pretty solid idea. Lisbon, have a hunch. Yep. I would imagine that that's a Rob. That's just a guess. Yeah, because the only way that you really get to this page is through the automated message in Citizens of One that goes out every single time I go live. And Lisbon, I'm going to guess that's a Rob. So if it is a Rob, send me a message. If not, send me a message. So anyway, cool. I'm going to, oh, 3 viewers. That's strange. I've got 3 here, and then 1 here. Anyway, all right. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this. I'm gonna be sending out this. All right, away we go. Haha, it's Mr. Will. I still don't have a policy on saying people's names on the stream, so I'm just gonna go with Mr. Will. Came in. Alrighty. Aww. Okay, so we are gonna do revealing the frame. So most of the emails that I send, let me bump that to the top. Most of the emails I send are based on the Inigo Montoya formula for soft skills. Oh, now my stream is updating. Cool. It's actually pulled from Reddit. Such a great frame. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, now prepare to die. Polite greeting, name provided, relevant personal link, manage expectations. Now, what that looks like, I'll show you the long version of what that looks like. So here's email I sent to myself. So, hi, entity name. I am, so name given, I'm Brian Switchko of One Inc. We're a creative collective, a storytelling studio based in Los Angeles on a mission to accelerate humanity's transition to the next stage of consciousness. On January 18th, we are hosting a Future Self Party in downtown Los Angeles. It is a 200-person co-created experience with all those present playing a character of themselves 11 years in the future. Instead of making resolutions, we are making space for people to unite and live into their highest self. We're seeking belief-driven organizations to co-create with us at Future Self Party and beyond. We invite One Inc. to play with us. We have space for you to show and become your best future self. Would you like to partner with us? We are making space for additional partners to enrich the experience and add depth to the story. This could be by providing interactive installations, of which there will be many, donating product, gifting financial sponsorship, or other storied ways, any other storied way, or change that. Other storied ways. Other storied ways of adding energy to the experience. We invite you to show on in our space to champion your story behind its physical walls. Our technologies enable us to make stories that tell themselves. Our community ensures that they do. The community ensures they do. I want to say that, but I think it'll break my line. That preview, and so what it looks on my end, and again, I'm probably going to stop showing stuff like this because it's slower for me to filter what I can't stream. But so I write I write all emails in HTML at present, but thankfully for Mythos, I can organize a lot of it. But so it looks like this. I can say the entity of, so I can use a placeholder, and that's coming from here. So if I say entity, move that up. Location, let's go there. So 1 So it uses this value as a placeholder. And so I can use, if I have first name, I can use anything as a placeholder. So, handwave entity, So when I make a change to this, and I have all of these messages are actually saved and tagged with an ID. So when I send it to someone, I tag that I've sent it to them and what version, and then send again. So I can always keep an eye on who I'm talking to, what email I'm sending to, all that jazz. Anyway, so I say preview, shows me a preview of what it's going to look like, and send. It doesn't show the sub footer, which I'll explain in a second. Send. Move you back over here. Cool. So this sub footer, these last two lines, are actually injected by SendGrid, which is a system that's sending out from Airtable. And so if you're really happy, you can contribute. If you're really unhappy, you can unsubscribe. Single click. Anywhere between, you can click these. Each one of these goes to a memo in Mythos with context about that particular emotion. And over time, will give me the ability to respond to each individual emotion on the fly using Brian plus the AI augmented version of me, which is what this phone number goes to and what that links to. And then if you want to become a citizen of One, that goes to the immigration form that I linked previously. So basically, this back to the original Inigo Montoya, you've got name given, relevant personal context, mostly that, and then setting expectations is this. So it's much longer than Inigo Montoya's, but it's the same format. So now, as I told my girlfriend last night, and we were in bed, and I just kind of had the thought, and I was like, I believe I'm going to become obnoxiously succinct and slightly more trollish, which we then realized was meticulously ridiculous, which is a domain that I own. That's kind of that frame, but then also spiritual entertainer and myth maker is my LinkedIn. Is my LinkedIn headline. Uh-oh. Oh. There we go. Spiritual entertainer and myth maker. So obnoxiously succinct myth maker and slightly more trollish spiritual entertainer. Now, what I meant by that in the context of talking to my girlfriend was I'm going to send more of these emails with this kind of brevity. So some of my emails in the past have literally been 3 lines of text, and the feedback that I have been gifted, my favorite feedback at least, has been, I'll update this so that I have it live. Uh, my favorite feedback has been, you send 3 sentence emails that take me 3 hours to read. And that's part of the kind of interlinked nature of the stories. So, revealing the frame, now that that underlying context has been laid. So this is going to go to future self party. What do I have for? I think it's that. Anyway, okay. So this is a Brian Plus email broadcast for Brian Plus email broadcast. Invite symposium attendees to future self party by sharing the context that the event will be the frame. The event will be Symposium 2031. I'll leave that there. Okay, so hey, first name, you've been to Symposium in the past, so polite greeting. Been to Symposium in the past, and yay, Samuel Woods joined. All right, we got another member of One Inc has joined. Cool. Oh man, someone is kicking in hot. I love these ones because I get to see people just like rapidly consume a bunch of different memos. All right, so you've been to Symposium in the past, and so I'd like to reveal the frame of Future Self Party. Future Self Party will be polite greeting. You already know who I am because I'm sending an email. I struggle with that a lot because I don't actually need to introduce myself because you know who's talking. Um, do Future Self Party. The space. Future Self Party. Come experience the world. We are present in building. Come experience the space. Says, come experience the space. We, citizens of one, will spend the next 11 years building. Okay, so I'm writing this and I'm realizing it's healthy to exercise these. I'm writing these and I'm realizing that it's kind of like a grandiose prompt. Saying like, oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Here's the thing, which is honestly like It's a lot harder to get people to open those emails. It's easier to get people to open succinct emails. It's harder to get people to open grandiose emails. A lot of times, just sending an email saying like, "Hey, are you coming to the thing?" Is enough to get people to take action. Especially when you have this kind of augmentation, because if anyone's not up to date with any of these terms, like Symposium is the fortnightly, it's a bi-weekly gathering that we've hosted since January of last year. Future Self Party is a party that we're hosting for the first time on the 18th. What do I mean by revealing the frame? What is a frame? Well, a frame is a lens of belief, I think, literary technique that serves as a companion to a story within a story. Inductor, more emphasize, frame story leads readers to a first story. It's like, it's not really a great. Yeah, okay, so I pulled that from Wikipedia. There's a frame of belief more than a frame of story. Hey, hey, thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day. Future Self Party supplies. Ugh. All right, so I'm gonna say just for now. Oops, too many. Storyteller consciousness, cool. All right, so on my docket, and I say my docket, actually, I'm just gonna document this. So I've got my whiteboard over to the right, and I created a list of pushes that I have the capacity to do. So Brian plus message map. Sure. All right. So gift bros Slack community to spiritual bro waitlist. People who've subscribed. Gift to waitlist. Gift Slack community to symposium attendees. Gift Future Self Party space to food slash and it takes more context to explain than I will presently. Let's say gift healing heal movement frame to do. What do I have? Booze and BDOs and HFIs. BDOs and HFIs. This is what I read on my. I'm like, what the fuck does BDOs and HFIs mean? Two, belief-driven organizations and high frequency individuals. Gift. Where? Show one. This is kind of a longer thing. Gift. Show one space to interviewees. And gift Reddit art example to list and LinkedIn audience. Cool. All right, these are this is one waitlist. All right, this thing. If anyone knows how to block a specific domain, let me know, because it seems like someone's like signed us up for some bot traffic, and I want to complain because it's annoying, but at the same time, a few of the people who've come in through that have signed up for our email list. It's weird. So on my list of things to figure out what that means. Anyway, all right, where do we start? So I think let's start with this. All right. So do Brian. Yeah, I like that. So I want to remove that underline just so. Whoop. Dynamic variables in Mythos are something that are coming at a point in the future. You unsubscribed. Wondrous. This is where people go when they click the unsubscribe button in the bottom of my emails. Right. And then what it's not added to are any of these. All right, so let's say the email is new dimensions of first name. Hey, first name. This is our roadmap. Dimensions view. All right, so subject view. I don't know if I like the notion of new because they're not really new, but let's go with that for a second. Wave, I do the yellow skin tone because I don't believe in separation. That's nifty. I choose not to believe. And then I'm going to grab okay. Now my core task for the day, BT dubs, is to sell tickets for Future Self Party. The reason I'm doing this with Mythos is to convey the notion of movement. People love movement. So I'm running switchco. Previously, whoops, you requested access to Mythos 1. Person alpha. Dimensions of view. Look at that. Dimensions of view. Grab. All right. Name given. Do that. Remove the grandiose. Sending this email because. Multi-metric communication platform. Something like that. We have open access to Citizens of One. We have open access to this and other technologies. Link. One, and we would like to gift this to you. Okay. How many people is this being sent to? Filters. MailChimp groups. Contains. Mythos 1. 95. All right. So grab the updated record of that. Space. Cool. And then I'm going to do MO. Nope. This one. Dimensions of view. Cool. Grab this, add it in my database. Grab this. Cool. All right. A first name. Is that going to fit on one line? No. Maybe, probably not. Sending this email because you previously requested access to Mythos 1. Do this. I'm not going to describe it. So this goes to my Mythos, right? No. Something like that. Click here. Okay. See, this is trying too hard, so I'm going to be obnoxiously succinct. All right. Relevant personal context, setting expectations. Still on alpha. Do I have context on alpha? No. Alpha AL mirror. Okay. So release. Wish I could play my music, but Twitch will not allow me to do these things. Okay. I mean, kind of. Okay. case nobody knows what an alpha is, dimensions of view. Ugh. Platform is still an alpha, but we'd like to gift you access and we'd like to gift you access to play with the platform and us. There we go. To okay, so I want people to come into the Mythos One community. Mythos One. I don't want to say but. Don't want to say but. But. We'd like to gift you our multidimensional communication. You can play with the platform and us. Its present state still an alpha. We like to gift you. We'd like to gift you. We should say access. In its state, so an alpha. In its present state. Since it's still not, okay, managing expectations is the goal here. Since it's still an alpha, we'd like to gift you access to play with the I call Mythos Digital LSD. Let's see if this is a good I'm going to link. Ooh. Maybe not. To access to Mythos One. Mythos one platform. And us. Since we've seen the access to our Mythos one. We'd like to give the access to play with the platform and us. Let's see if I like that one. It's interesting because when you're writing, like I'm only writing 4 sentences. Only writing 4 sentences, but what I'm actually doing is sewing in context. So rather than explain something wholly in a complete form, I'm sewing in context from prior writing. And then as I look at the context that I'm sewing in, as such as this phrase multidimensional communication, which is one of the ways that we describe Mythos, I go here and I reread it, which I didn't check before the last time it was modified, but it hadn't been modified in a while. It was created in April of 2018. I saw an opportunity to link making space, which is something that didn't exist the last time that it was modified. I haven't done one for that yet. From a digital interaction in which the message being conveyed is separated into its component parts with context and individual ideals. Compendium context being individuals. Compendium is just using the word because I like it. Individuals context with an individual referencing context from a compendium of story, compendium of building new conveyances new from the Yeah, okay, I like that. My tea just stopped keeping itself warm. Indeed. Robot tea maker. If you text BrianBot and ask about the robot tea maker, he will share an Amazon referral link with you, but it is a robot tea maker. Oh, still hot. Hey, first name, Brian, do. Okay. Great. I do not have your first name. All right, so I'm gonna filter and record. No. F name is not empty. Okay, down to 91. Cool. We'd like to gift you access to play with its multimedia digital communication and us to join. Fill out this form. To become a citizen of one and to join one, two, join the and fill out our immigration form. You will be prompted to so so the immigration form ends here. And it seems like most people focus their attention on the right side of money. Kind of want to bump this to here. Also, this is designed to look super pretty because that's the majority of people who read it will see it that way. Still, There we go. Yeah. Because people can choose 0% off. Yeah. Make it. Mm-hmm. Get that bold. This winky face is very silly in not a conscious way, so remove it. All right. Cool. Fill out our immigration form. Join. 1, fill out this immigration form. I'm a citizen of 1. I'd like to give you access to play with it. Mm-hmm. It's multidimensional communication platform. Target memory, it's kind of multi. 3, click the follow the create account guide linked in the topic for the time being. Mm-hmm. Oh, back issues. You're receiving simulation request access. You requested access. I feel like it's too much. I should do this. Uh, I'd like to give you access to play with it and us. Join our Slack and we'll guide your journey. I like that. That's going to break onto a separate line. So I'd love to remove a word, but to join, fill out this form. Da, 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 da. You requested access, we'd like to gift you access. Okay, name given, polite greeting, name given, relevant personal context, managing expectations. To join, fill out this form, to become a citizen. Um, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Join, fill out this form. Fill out this form to become a citizen of one and join our Slack where we'll be able to guide your learning, guide you, and support your journey with it and us. Slack. This is one. Guide you and support your journey. You will be prompted to make a contribution, but if you read carefully. And you'll see that we have created. You'll be prompted to make a contribution and can choose what fits your choose what is aligned with you, your journey. I like that. Okay. I'm going to take all this, copy, move that over. I have two 27-inch screens, and the thought that just went through my head is, I wish I had a bigger screen. Okay. Dimensions of fname, fname. Creative Collective and Storytelling Studio based in LA. Cool. Get that line. HTML skills leave some room to be desired. I could probably, before I forget. This is still faster than the amount of energy that it would take. Okay. That's a keyboard shortcut that just happened. Pack your bags, hit the open road. We'd like to gift you access to play with it and us as it continues to evolve. Please fill out this form. So that code there is the emoji for The memo emoji to visually convey that it is going into Mythos. Away. Right. DOS links, Slack, great. You will be prompted to make a contribution. Let's see how that sends. Broadcast testing, preferred dimensions of first name. Gotta close those A tags. Wait, what? God damn it. I literally didn't close any of my A tags. My href tags. Okay, better. This is being sent to 91 people, so written with plus 90. I wonder. So this is the one. I think I did this before. And I didn't like it. Yes, that's what I want. Become citizen of one, become A. Sure, we'll leave it as this. All right, become citizen of one here. Cool. Who be browsing? Oh, oh, okay, cool. All right, so that is interesting. This is what it looked like. So, what a creative collective and storytelling studio based in LA. You're seeing this in your regression access. We'd like to gift you access to play with it and us as it continues to evolve. as, let's say, it and us as its story continues to evolve. To begin. Fill out this form to become a citizen one and join our Slack, where we'll be able to guide you and support your journey, to guide you in becoming adding depth to your digital education, support your journey as an individual. It's kind of too much. Yeah, fill this form to message one and join our Slack. We'll be able to guide you. In depth to your communication. And guide you in using the platform and support your journey as an individual. Please note, you will be prompted at the end of the form. You'll be prompted to make a contribution and can choose become a citizen and join our Slack, where we'll be able to guide you using the platform and support your journey as an individual. Your journey, guide you and support your journey as an individual. Support your elevation as an individual. So at the end of the learning, we prompt to make a contribution. You can choose whichever line with your present with you and your present state. Okay, cool. Changing for the better this time. Ooh, things are changing for the better this time. Yeah, please. Let's see. Seems weird. Here we go. Mm -hmm. Mm -hmm. Yeah, that's what went. To get started, fill out this form, blah, 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 with its story. Oh, nope, play with it and us as story continues to evolve. Preview and a break. Nothing? Okay, I'll take that. Single. Here we go. Well, had a sponsor for Future Self Party drop out this morning, and I just saw an email of one that was interested in jumping in their stead. Making space. Gives you wait, what? Okay. I'll do better this time. I'll do better this aligned with you. Straight. And if you have any questions along the way, feel free to respond to this email. Feel free, no, just can respond to this email. Just ask. Mm. In the form, you will be prompted to make a contribution and can choose whichever is aligned. Into you. Fade into you. Something strange you never knew. All right, I'm gonna call that done. So we're gonna take this. So this is what the final email is going to look like. I always aim for formatting probably in ways that is beyond healthy. One more time, Brian Switchko of One Inc., a creative collective. Make sure everything's working. Yay. Creative Collective Storytelling Studio based in LA. You're receiving this email because you requested access to our Mythos One platform. We'd like to gift you access to play with it and us as its story continues to evolve. To get started, fill out this form. Make sure the action item is working. Yep. To become Citizen One and join our Slack. One. Sure, become a Citizen One. Join our Slack. Parentheses that. Kind of. How does that look? Parentheses. Yeah. Yeah, I like that more. Join our Slack. Cool. Join our Slack. We'll be able to guide you in using the platform and support your elevation as an individual. Cool, cool. Please note, at the end of the form, you'll prompt to make a contribution. You can choose whichever. Is that 2 words? Whichever. Choose. What? I don't want to say whatever. Choose what is aligned with you. Choose what. Choose that which. That which? That. Choose that which is aligned with you. And choose the one. The one aligned with you. Choose the one that's aligned with you. Yeah. Choose the one that's aligned with you. Whichever is aligned with you. I think that's one word. I really do. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Whichever is. Whichever's aligned with you. Cool. Because I'm paranoid, and I'm going to resend a test to myself. And can choose whichever is aligned with you. That's, yep. Whichever aligned with you. Choose whichever is aligned with you. Cool. Yeah. All right. All right. So form, get started, join our Slack, we'll be able to guide you using please form. You will be prompted to make a contribution and choose whichever is aligned with you. And if you have any questions along the way, just ask. Perfect, perfect. Sent to you plus 90, fantastical. All right, I gotta move this to my other screen so that I don't give y'all, oops, a bunch of people's email addresses. No offense. Cool. All right. So actually, I think no, I already have it set up in the other one. Okay. Sweet. Broadcast. 91 records. Full screen. Preview. Nope, that's not it. Broadcast testing. Broadcast. Preferred. Dimensions of first name, preview, 91 emails to be sent. I do. So can I show? Yeah. So this is what it looks like. 91 messages sent. It shows each email as I send it, so I can't do it publicly. But in 3, 2, and go. All right, those are going out. Cool. All right, so we should see some pickup in traffic as people start to open those. About 90% done. I think I can show it to you after. Yeah, 91 cent. Cool. Done. Grand. All right, I got a P, and then D&D, email sent, dimensions of you, emails, 91. Cool. So I also have this, which is my log of what emails I'm sending every day. My goal for today is 400, so I'm gonna go P and jump into the other side of that 400. Heyo. No, I did not expect that to show. Okay, maybe I cannot show these things. Maybe down. Actually, just. All right, so we've got. All right, so someone unsubscribed. Cool. Glad that works. Then we've got you. What is that? CYPHA. Interesting. She joined 5 days ago. Okay, so if someone unsubscribes, they are removed from future broadcasts, but it is not notated in Airtable. I will do that later. Okay, someone else is clicking on play. Someone from Vancouver, who is definitely not in the United States. All right. Against my better judgment, I'm going to leave this on the screen. Oh, leave this on the screen while I go pee. Actually, I need to eat lunch too, so I should probably break from streaming and do that. All right, so now that email that I just sent, yay. So it literally doesn't exist, but people have, okay, so this means if someone's getting here, whoops, launch immigration. So partway through is do you consent to the Constitution for Consciousness? is one of the questions in the immigration form. So if someone is reading that, that means someone is going through the form right now, and that person is someone who is in Vancouver. So someone in Vancouver is joining Citizens One. Yay. Agreements of one. Let's see. Co-created by Citizens One. Beautiful. See, now that I can see, so now that I can see what they're clicking, I'm able to tell what they're doing. So I know that this person in Vancouver, who I don't yet know who they are, is presently going through the immigration form and clicking the links within that. And I just remember that those things are sequenced in that particular flow. And because I'm looking at it, I also have the ability to edit it. So I haven't edited this one in a while. And because I saw that they were reading it, I decided to add this context here, which was previously linked in the Constitution of like, hey, this isn't done yet, but we're inviting you to create it with us. And then in the broadcast, I'm going to add in new message label. Where? Say. Okay, here we go. Oh, sweetness. Vancouver person, still going. Almost there, Vancouver person. Do I actually know? I feel like this person is going to jump in and I'm like, oh, you're in Vancouver, but I don't know who that person is yet. Broadcast. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna go pee, I'm gonna eat, and I'll probably be streaming later on at a point in time. Thank you so much for anyone who joined me now or at any point in time, and you are more than welcome to hit me up at brian.bot or brian@brian.bot or brian@ink.one. All my emails are pretty much public, but questions, comments, concerns, creative inspirations, all these things. Lovely. Talk to you soon.